Good morning. It's breakfast at Fish and Ease. I'm Mike Fisher, your trusty and trusted reporter. This is Friday Prize Day. So tonight, Fish at 6 Live, you must be a subscriber and you must be participating in the show at 6 o'clock or thereabouts. And wait till you see what comes rolling out of the prize closet for Cowboy Nation. Fish heads in Cowboy Nation, 70,000 strong. The leading Cowboy issue today, unfortunately, this week, it's not even who do they like at the combine, although that's a good one. The leading issue is this all-in baloney. And pending Jerry Jones, who will be on the party bus today in Indianapolis, we're told Friday is the day, and he'll meet with the media, and we'll get to a Gian and a Han. Pending Jerry saying otherwise or clarifying it in some way that helps, all in is a ruse. We detailed last night, Fish at 6, and wrote about it at cowboyssi.com, that the vibe in the building is that it's a ruse, that all in might not mean what we think it does, in addition to just normal skepticism, which you have the right to have regarding Jerry Jones's Cowboys. Just skepticism that it was all just a public relations thing. There's an increasing feeling, as my buddy Mark was the very first, as far as I know, to come up with, that what Jerry really meant by all in is we're giving everybody on the staff one more shot. You're all in for one more year, then you're all out. That's what he really means. Now, I've detailed in this space, by the way, 40 years covering the NFL, 34 years covering the Cowboys. I was the first person, media person for sure, that Jerry Jones ever said the phrase, Mr. Mack, deadlines make deals. I was the first. I get the mindset. I've explained to you how Stephen Jones learned at the feet of Bob Ackles, the late great Bob Ackles, whose philosophy, contract negotiation-wise, was whoever makes the first call loses. But that doesn't prevent the news from Indianapolis and the Cowboys' apparent lack of initiative when it comes to triggering the process of new deals for Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb from being a bit, jolting. Why is it jolting? Because deadlines are coming and meetings aren't. And because the all-in promise from Jerry was supposed to be, in part, about assertiveness. Again, we can come up with all sorts of definitions for it. Assertiveness, proactivity, aggressiveness. Get it. But if it's true, and I'm going to give you some clarity on the issue of Cowboys meeting agents today. If it's true that the Cowboys front office is truly passing on meeting face-to-face with the agents for Dak, Micah, and CeeDee Lamb, those three guys who are due new deals, they're getting new deals, then the front office is not moving forward with all in. In fact, it's going backward and breaking with tradition, sitting on its hands and waiting for all in to come to them. The Cowboys and other teams traditionally meet with agents at the combine. And the Cowboys told the Dallas Morning News they're not going to. By the way, I thought there weren't going to be any leaks about Cowboy negotiating process, Stephen. Stephen, listen, if you're going to say there's not going to be any leaks and there's not going to be a play-by-play and you're not going to tell the media, like I don't mind personally, then maybe 32 hours later you shouldn't pick up the phone and text the Dallas Morning News and tell them there's not going to be any meetings on Friday. Just saying. To not meet with agents at the combine is not a move forward. It's a move in reverse. Prescott's contract situation is the headliner in this explosive Dallas News report, in which it's revealed that the Cowboys' latest hires, including new defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, have come to the Star on one-year deals. Sidebar: wonder how many good coaches, when they were offered a one-year deal, said no. Or the agent said, no, I'm going to get a 3 or 4 or 5 year deal like everybody else, right? No, you're getting a 1 year deal. Well, then I'm not coming there. Why did Mike Zimmer say yes? Friend of the program. This program and theirs. And if it goes well, maybe Mike Zimmer is a holdover if and when Mike McCarthy gets fired. Of course, if it goes really well, nobody gets fired and they all get extensions and we win the Super Bowl. The Dallas News reporting that this setup is resulting in a widespread lame duck feel that the paper says has created, quote, discomfort and unhappiness within the building. One person close to the situation said the sentiment extends deeper than just the coaches, adding that the little sense of commitment is felt anywhere. Oh boy. What hadn't occurred to me yesterday, but does now, extends deeper than the coaches. I was just thinking the scouting department. That's not good. What if extends deeper than the coaches means it goes down into the first floor to the players in the locker room? What if that's who the Dallas Morning News talked to? Not the secretarial pool. It's well known that Dak is entering the final year of this deal. Extension is the at least stated goal here. March 13th deadline, Stephen. Mr. Stephen, deadlines make deals. Deadline of cap compliance. Dak presently counts an unwieldy $59.4 million against the cap. There are options, of course. We've discussed the Band-Aid option where you can move the money out into voidable years. It's a Band-Aid. Stephen's saying our whole thing with Dak is him being a Cowboy. It's all that's on our mind. That's the right thing to say. I don't know that Stephen said Cowboy for life this time, which is what is usually said. It's the right thing to say. But the news is reporting that the Cowboys are not scheduled to meet with Todd France, Prescott's agent, at the Combine, or for that matter, with the agent for CD, or for that matter, the agent for Micah. But why not? Straight dope, no bullsh. Why not? What happened to the announced plan to be all in as it regards proactivity, assertion, aggression? We're going to do balls to the wall. No, balls to the wall, we're just going to stay in our hotel room. I mean, we can have balls to the wall over at St. Elmo's Steakhouse, but when it comes to negotiate, The Morning News explains the logic. By the way, Stephen, Jerry, there's not going to be any leaks about information that two people familiar with the team's thinking, two sources, tell the Dallas Morning News that the Cowboys consider those in-person meetings unnecessary to advance contract-related talks. I'm not saying this to the paper, I'm saying this to the Cowboys. That's bullshit. Every single time, off the top of my head, that the Cowboys end up doing a big deal with a big player, it's because Jerry gets in the room. Every single time. I'm going back 34 years. You are not going to do $300 million deals on the phone. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to the audience. Don't lie to you. That's not true. By the way, the Morning News suggests that the Cowboys will not be meeting agents. I know for a fact that they are meeting agents. There will be Friday meetings with agents. But the essence of what the Morning News is still saying is accurate. Stephen, obviously between Dak and Micah and Lamb, the salary cap is real, but we want to do a deal with all three of them. Okay. Yes, obvious. It's the right thing to say. But now we've got employees, secretaries, scouts, coaches, players going to the newspaper to accuse the Joneses of creating an environment in which, quote, little sense of commitment is felt. My late great radio friend Leon Simon, I'm so dumb I thought he invented this. Actually, I believe it was Shakespeare that first said it well, and then Leon Simon said it best. Leon Simon used to say on the radio regarding when a team or a player, or a person in the spotlight was blowing sunshine up our skirts. And Leon used to say, "What you do speaks so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. What you do speaks so loud, I can't hear what you're saying." Cowboys, what you are doing about All In speaks so loudly, I can barely hear what the Joneses are saying. Now, an effort to make a big move, to make a notable move. They don't have to win every bid. We have to win every trade. An effort, and of course, if you wanted to make an effort for someone like, let's say Hassan Reddick of the Eagles, you'd probably want to meet not only with the Eagles or talk with the Eagles, you probably want to meet with his agent. Why do I say that name? I say it on purpose. Go get cowboyssi.com right now and you'll see why. And join us tonight, Fish at 6, and we will give you the scoop on a blockbuster idea that is on the Cowboys' interest list, for real. But for now, Jerry and Steven, what you do speaks so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. Fish out.